All right, I gotta leave for dance tonight, and I'm gonna be hungry, I know, for dinner, so I'm gonna make a smoothie and just take it with me. Right, and I've got some blueberries in here, frozen bananas. I'm gonna use some almond milk and maybe some coconut water, but I picked this up. I didn't want to buy a whole big tub and find out I didn't like it, so this one says it was raw, and this week is raw, so I wanted to keep with that. And it's a vanilla shake mix, so I'm going to use this for dinner, and then I'm just going to take it with me. So I am on my way. I'm going to try and make it on time. I'm sorry I look like Casper the Friendly Ghost here. The sun is going down and it's kind of smacking me on the side of the head. But anyway, yeah, I didn't want to commit to a big tub of that raw protein meal powder if I didn't like it. So that's why I just bought one little pack, and it's actually pretty good. So I don't know, I may end up investing a little bit more. Let me make a turn here. I'm traveling on some back roads, so it's not too populated. So I'm just going to go ahead and make the video. But anyway, and I was looking for a cup to put it in, or a big, you know, some sort of a big container to put my huge smoothie in. And I got this cup here. My husband brings home these cups, which I've always hated. You know, when I see them, they're kind of like my Joan Crawford wire hanger moment. It's kind of like they're big and ugly, and I know, you know, what bothers me is that I know that he's stopped for a drink sometime during the day, and I don't like him, you know, drinking soda or anything, but once in a long while he will. And I'm always warning him against soda, you know, period. But he brings home these little plastic cups, and he likes to reuse them and stuff, so he'll wash them out. And so when I see them around, I get really mad, and then I try to, well, not really mad. I mean, how mad do I get about stuff? But I throw them away because they look really tacky. And so I don't like them. It's just kind of like, you know, I don't know if you saw that movie, Mommy Dearest, with, it was about Joan Crawford's life, and she had this wire hanger moment where she freaked out about her daughter hanging her clothes on wire hangers because she says she spends, you know, a lot of money on nice dresses and she puts them on wire hangers. And I don't know, you just gotta see the movie. But anyway, this is like my pet peeve, and I do not like them. However, I have to admit, it fits my smoothie today perfectly. So I kind of have to rethink that. I'm a little I'm grateful to have it today. So anyway, yeah, I'll check in with you guys a little bit later. All right, bye. Visiting a farm today. Local farm. Hi, mister. You don't pick that up, you'll eat it. This foot, there you go. All right, I'm going to make a little bit of lunch, and I've got to make a sauce for my zucchini spaghetti. And I wanted to make some little mushroom meatballs too. So I'm going to use some red peppers. These are some leftovers I had from yesterday from one of my roll-ups. Some peppers and a few little zucchini pieces. I've got a 1/4 teaspoon of garlic powder and a 1/2 teaspoon of 21 Salute seasoning. I've got a little bunch here of fresh basil, and then I've got 1 hothouse tomato cut up. I've got 2 tablespoons of this tomato paste and a 1/2 cup of water in here. And I know that, you know, I want to stay raw, but with the tomatoes, they're actually a little better for you if you heat them up a little bit because of the lycopene. So I'm just going to put this under the broiler for just a couple of minutes. I don't want them really too hot, but I want them to get a little juicy. All right, we got back from the farm visit this morning, and it was really nice there. The kids got to see all kinds of animals, and Isaiah rode the horse, and it was really cool. But I'm getting really hungry, and I learned not to use too much fresh garlic in my food going on raw because I smelled so bad like garlic the other day. So I'm just going to have a little hint of the powder today. Alright, so I took these out. They just got a little juicy, so they're not really cooked so much, but they're a little warmed. A 1/4 teaspoon of sea salt, and this is going to be my sauce. It's really, really good. Alright, I'm going to make my meatballs. I'm going to use about a cup of white button mushrooms. I'm going to use a 1/2 teaspoon of the 21 Salute seasoning. And then I think this was a quarter cup of garlic, a quarter teaspoon of garlic powder, quarter teaspoon of cumin powder, and then I've got a half teaspoon of Italian seasoning, 1 teaspoon of liquid aminos, and then I got 1.5 tablespoons of flaxseed meal. And so I'm going to throw them all into the food processor and process. All right. I've been soaking a quarter cup of pine nuts also. I guess you could use cashews or whatever other kind of raw nut that you have. And I'm just going to blend it up and then add it to the mushroom mixture. All right, so here's my mixture. And I've got some gluten-free oat flour right here. And I'm just going to add in a little bit, enough to make kind of like a dough so that I can shape little balls. If you want to roll them in flaxseed meal, then that's great. It actually helps them be less sticky and make little balls. All right, and I'm going to spiralize some zucchini. I don't know if I can eat more than that. That's a little ambitious for me. And so just use whatever spiralizer, I guess, that you have. All right, and I decided to make some ribbons out of my zucchini. And I think that's about it. I'm just about to sit down here and enjoy this lunch.